Yes. So we are now preparing to live stream of the webinar on YouTube.
Okay.
Yes, so we will be live in YouTube in a while. So I'm very much sorry for you. We are a little bit late today, and we used to be on time during our office days, during our Radio Mirchi days. Matlab 6 a.m. punching, matlab 6 a.m. punching. Your show should be start at 7.
Ishan, I can't hear you.
Wait.
I think there is a lot of fan noise. If you have a fan on higher speed, if you can reduce it, probably it may help.
Yes. Wait.
I'm also trying to post this link on my Facebook. I'm not sure if it works or not. Probably redirects. Okay. Right, sir. So I think we should begin without wasting much time because we are already late by about 20 minutes.
Yes, definitely. All of you, we have with us, as you know, RJ Kshitij. He is a very senior radio professional, very popular and known for his morning mantras, positive morning mantras. So without wasting time, you can carry on, Kshitij sir. It's all yours.
So I would first just say that I want this session to be very informal and very interactive. So if you have any thing to say or ask, please feel free to punch in your questions or your comments about whatever I'm saying, whether you disagree or agree. I would love to hear from you. Indeed, it is an unprecedented time that we are living in, and we had never imagined that the world will come to such a time. It is right out of a science fiction movie where everything in the world comes to a standstill. Everyone is in their own homes. Everyone is scared and everyone is just worried about what is happening tomorrow. But at the same time, such crazy things happening around us. So a virus which can be destroyed by a sanitizer or by a soap still does not have a vaccine. So that's an irony in itself, or a paradox in itself. The prices of oil barrel have gone down so much that perhaps buying a big bottle of Coca-Cola will be more expensive than buying a barrel of oil. And we had never thought that we would be alive to see such a time. I was just mentioning this yesterday somewhere that maybe in the past science fiction writers and movie producers would have thought that by the year 2020 we would perhaps have flying cars and we would have aliens with us and we would have colonized Mars or the moon. But we are here in 2020 and we are still teaching people how to wash their hands. What a time to be alive. But let's at least be thankful that indeed it is a blessed feeling to be alive. This particular situation has never happened in the past. Na bhuto, na bhavishyati. Not in the past, and let's hope that it will never happen again in the future. Obviously, catastrophic events have happened in the past, but such events are largely uncertain, unprecedented, and worse yet, we don't know when will it end. WHO has officially gone on record and said, World Health Organization, it has gone on record and said that we are yet to see the worst of coronavirus. It is said that it is anything but over. The COVID-19 terror is yet there to stay. For how long, we have no idea. But I am here not to talk about the terror of COVID-19 or not to scare you off. I am here to talk about the positive side of life. There is always a positive side of life. There is always a brighter side of life. And there is no harm in looking at them. There are a lot of speculations. Maybe yes, maybe no. Will the lockdown end on 3rd May? Maybe yes, maybe no. If the lockdown ends, will public transport be allowed? Will mass gatherings be allowed? Should we go into mass gatherings or public transport? Huge question mark. Are people still going to be working from home? What about educational institutions? What about people going from one place to the other? What about restaurant? What about businesses? What about the commerce? What about economy? I know there are a lot of questions, and most of these questions, unfortunately, do not even have an answer. Right now, we are in the middle of lockdown 2.0. I have lost Ishan sir's video feed. Ishan, can you hear me? Can everyone else hear me? Can someone just type a message and or raise a hand so that I know that someone is? Okay, Nikunj is saying yes, Dr. Hetal is saying yes, Shafika is saying yes. All right. So I cannot see Ishan. I'll continue talking, and we'll hope that he joins in. I'll just message him on. All right. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. All right. All right. So Ishan is back with his space background. So we are in lockdown 2.0, and 14 days, 21 days have already passed, and the remaining 14 days cut rahe hain jaise taise. What to do with these lockdown days when most of us are just indoors, not going out? How to remain positive or how to remain productive? You know, a lot of people have given a lot of tips by now. Even I have posted so many videos, a list of books that you can read, a list of activities that you can do. But I just want to say that how to utilize this lockdown period is completely up to you. I'm going to begin with a small story, and perhaps you have heard this story before, but it is indeed very insightful. So there was this king, and he had 3 sons, and he was not sure कि कौन से prince को अपना राजपाट देना है. So the king decided to test them. So he gave all 3 sons a handful of wheat grain, गेहूं के दाने तीनों प्रिंस को दिए और कहा कि ये गेहूं के दाने आप मुझे संभाल के 2 साल बाद वापस दे देना. Give these grains back to me after 2 years. So one of the princes, he thought कि इसको मैं क्या संभाल के रखूंगा. So he threw it away. He thought कि जब पापा मांगेंगे 2 साल के बाद तब नए लेके दूंगा, तो ऐसा भी लगेगा कि चलो नया लेके दिया. The second prince, he thought that acha, this is given to me by my father, so it is very valuable, so I will keep it. So he got a silver box. He kept all the grains in that and kept the box in a cupboard. He protected the box from, you know, so he kind of kept it in the safe. The third son, he was kind of not visible. He was just not there. He just took the grains and went away. So these 2 other brothers thought कि ये तो भाई गया. When 2 years were over, the first prince came in, and the king asked him, what did you do with the handful of grains that I gave you? So he gave them back. He said, ye lijiye, aapka liya hua. So he said, are these the same grains? He said, no, I threw that away. These are new grains I brought for you. Take it. So the second prince was called. What did you do with the grains that I gave you? And he took out a beautiful silver box and he opened it and he said that I preserved it just the way you gave it to me because I think they are so precious. The third son finally came in after 2 years. The king asks him, where are the grains that I gave you? He said, I don't have them. Then what did you do with them? So to see the grains, you will have to come out of the palace with me. He said, why? And then the third son takes the king out of the palace and shows him 10, 12 carts standing in line. And all these carts are filled with boris of gehu, of wheat. One handful, he sowed it somewhere. एक मुट्ठी भर गेहूं कहीं पे बोया, उसमें से और हुआ, उसका और बोया, and that is gradually how he ended up having so much of grain. These 40 days or 30 days or whatever the extension may be, or whatever the lockdown, partial lockdown period may be, can be either of this. So either you can just throw these days away and think that mujhe sirf aaram karna hai, or you can just preserve these days, sit at home, reflect, do whatever, or you can do something innovative, you can do something which upgrades yourself or which sharpens your skill. The choice is completely up to you. Having said that, it is not a competition. So, because a lot of people are sharpening their skills, learning new languages, learning new softwares, I understand that it is important to upgrade yourself, but don't be disheartened if you don't feel up to it. The most important part to deal with the lockdown is feel free and feel comfortable with yourself. If you think you want to do something new, get a better body, learn to cook, learn a new skill, learn an art, by all means go ahead and do it. If you don't feel like it, it's perfectly all right. मोदी जी ने कुछ दिनों पहले ही कहा था, जान है तो जहान है. The most important part in the current situation is to stay alive and stay positive. Now, staying alive, earning money is at the moment simple. Staying positive seems a little difficult because an average youngster, an average teenager, or an average young working professional, he definitely spends equal number of hours outside as much as he does at home. In fact, I know a lot of people who just go home to sleep. They go out in the morning either to a gym or for a game or a sport, come back, take a shower, go to office, come back in the evening, go and hang out with friends or go for again some activity, maybe out for dinner and then come back home, sleep again. The same routine follows. We've not been staying at home for a long time. अब ऐसे लोगों के लिए, and especially people like us who are so active on social media, hanging out, going for coffee, movie, shopping, whatnot, suddenly being confined in one house with the same set of people can be frustrating. I know there are our family members, पर कितने दिन, मतलब एक दिन, 2 दिन, 5 दिन, 7 दिन समझ में आता है, 40 दिन क्या? How to deal with that? Any questions so far before I proceed? If there is any question, please just keep typing. I have this window on my side open so I can immediately read them. So, obviously, I am hearing two sounds. Mute your YouTube. I don't have YouTube on. Ishan sir, do you have YouTube? Is anyone else facing this problem, hearing two sounds? I can't hear anything actually. Ishan, can you speak? I think Ishan's mic is off.
Yes, you can carry on. Yes, you can carry on. I think so. This is the problem from my side.
Okay.
I'm hearing your two voices. First in this, and second, we are live on YouTube, so I'm also hearing that sound. So it's difficult for me.
Okay. So in that case, you can probably either mute the YouTube one.
Yes, I have muted. I have muted, but you can carry on, please.
Okay. So the novel coronavirus, we've done a lot of research, and in the past couple of days, we've learned a lot of new words. Lockdown, flatten the curve. What else? I don't know. So a lot of new terms have come into our vocabulary, and there are hardly a handful of countries in the world which have not been affected by the COVID-19. Break the chain. Quarantine. Yes, quarantine is not a new word though, but yeah, it is being used a lot. Pandemic is being used a lot. These are all not new words, but they are being used a lot in current times. Now, this definitely means one thing. If this virus can infect, say, about 187 countries in the world, leaving only a handful of countries, that means anything can happen to us, right? But I'll tell you what, we are humans. Anything can happen by us. And we've proven that so far. I'm not meaning to sound arrogant, not trying to dilute the seriousness of the situation. But we are a species which has seen far more worse things than this. We have survived far more worse things than this. Imagine we've survived life without the internet. Okay, jokes apart. But I'm just trying to say that we as a species have been very resilient. We have braved massive earthquakes, the World War, two World Wars, nuclear warfare, and we are here. And hopefully, we are here to stay. However, be it the Zika virus or the SARS or now the COVID-19, we don't know if they were really warnings for us. And that may be a good part and the bad part both. The good part, if it is a warning, it will prepare us for far more worse things. The bad part, there may be worse things. But at least we are being prepared. What about business? What about students? What about commerce? Some very basic questions. After reading a lot and after doing some bit of research, I have realized that there are a couple of jobs which are going to be very much in demand after the lockdown is over. Immediately, in fact, as we speak, these jobs are getting into demand. A couple of them are digital marketing jobs. So people who are associated with digital marketing in some way or the other. Either you are designing or you are helping a business or you run a business. Social media marketing, people associated with those businesses, which are internet-based businesses, will definitely be more in demand. The spending on digital budgets is definitely going to increase. You know, a lot of people are talking about recession, a slump in the economy, maybe something that happened in the 1929, the Great Depression in America. I think that is unlikely because the economy is now far more robust and far more intelligent than what it was earlier. So a complete crash of the sorts of 1929 may not be possible, but at the same time, definitely a slowdown may happen, at least for the coming 6 months. But digital marketing people will not have to worry. Tech jobs, everything that we do now will be running on computers, be it a virtual meeting or a webinar or office work, emails, calls, everything. And for that, we will require more expertise on hand to keep these operations running, to have more robust apps and websites and servers. Having said that, this will also include a lot of technology and a lot of expertise in AI, artificial intelligence, that is definitely going to be on rise as soon as the lockdown is over, more than what it was. People who are into software developing, website app developing, they will obviously see greater days and better demand in the coming days. With all this increase in traffic and internet and transactions, security is going to be a major concern. Just today morning's news, FBI has received 3,600 complaints for coronavirus scam. So people are sending some link for donation or whatever, and then a scam is happening. Imagine only FBI having 3,600 links or complaints. Imagine what it must be in other parts of the world. Hence, a better cybersecurity cell will be required. More ethical hackers will be required. So people who are expert with that or expert in that will surely have great time in the coming next few months. Internet freelance jobs. There is someone who's saying, What is this? I'm sorry. Social distance, do namaste above is used to be. Okay. Anyway, so on the internet, if you can teach something, if you can teach a language, if you can teach a skill, if you can teach an art, if you can translate, if you can design a logo, you can have a lot of freelancing jobs. So, and internet freelancing is not new. But now I believe a lot of small businesses will try and reach out for freelancers across the world. इसमें अच्छी बात यह है कि आप चाहे बड़ौदा में बैठे हैं तो आपको बार्सिलोना के क्लाइंट भी मिल सकता है, ये उसकी अच्छी बात है। इसकी फ्लिप साइड ये है कि उसमें इतना ज्यादा पैसा नहीं है जितना इनिशियली होना चाहिए। Obviously, if you build a rapport, if you build your reputation, eventually you will start making money. But I think it is a good idea to have something by the side. So internet freelancing will increase. Finally, the most important profession that will see a great hike is healthcare professions, and especially counselors and psychologists. I think these professions are going to be in great demand as soon as the lockdown is over. Apart from this, people who are into home delivery, people who are into maintenance services, जितनी भी गाड़ियां हैं 60 दिन से घर पे पड़ी है, 40 दिन से गाड़ियां बंद पड़ी हैं, उनका मेंटेनेंस, घर में कुछ बिगड़ गया है उसका मेंटेनेंस, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, plumbing, I don't know what not. So maintenance services are definitely going on a spike, immediate demand spike as soon as the lockdown is completely over. A usual prediction says that luxury items will not be in demand for the couple of few months. People will probably focus more on necessities for the coming few months, and long travel, foreign travel, lavish weddings, parties, all of these things might not be functioning or might not be in demand for the couple of months, which is fairly possible. At the same time, what is a little different is the auto industry in India, which was especially the car industry, which was not doing that well in the earlier quarter, may see a hike because more and more people will want to travel in their own vehicles. Public transport in China, after the lockdown of 70 days, when they opened public transport, 85% of people started using their private vehicles and stopped using public taxis. This habit may come into India, and people may want to travel by their own personal private vehicles and not public transport. By that I mean local trains or shared auto rickshaws or taxis or buses or whatnot. I understand that private vehicles are not affordable for everyone and not possible for all distances, but there might be a decrease in the use of public transport in the coming, at least for the coming few months. Any questions so far? Please keep typing your questions so that if I read them, I can immediately stop and answer. Will the lockdown get over someday, as no country could possibly stop? Are we safe or are we just slow? I am not a scientist nor a medical professional to accurately answer this question, but I'll tell you from whatever I've read and understood. The lockdown will definitely get over one day. The reason being that we as human beings are adaptive. So we also evolve, right? We've all learned of evolution. There is something called herd immunity, HERD, herd immunity. So once the curve is a little flat, probably more and more people will develop resistance, and eventually, say WHO says that by 12 months or 18 months, we will find a vaccine. There are two possibilities. One possibility is that the curve is flat and we open the lockdown, and after a year, coronavirus may come back, or after 2 years, it may come back. This has happened earlier with bird flu. It made a comeback of sorts. But by then we would already have been prepared. We would already have a vaccine and stuff in place. Second, what may happen is because of the lockdown, because of the current situation, people will be now more aware. So I see a lot of people now doing namaste. That's a basic change in a habit. So eventually, a lot of things, a lot of habits might change. We might become more conscious about hygiene, washing our hands, and stuff like that. And hence, the spread will automatically slow down. So, yes, the lockdown will get over. A more important question is when will it get over? That is something which we don't know. It may get over um, a little later than we think, or maybe there is a partial opening of the lockdown. We just have to wait and watch. There is no one answer to this question. You know, uh, there are a lot of other theories as well. So every century there is one pandemic that happens. It's a coincidence that exactly after 100 years this pandemic is happening in 1918, 1919, and 1920. These were three very crucial years for human civilization, because in 1918 the first world war got over. In 1919 a Spanish flu, a pandemic, came up, and it is said that people used to bleed from their eyes and their ears if they got infected, and they used to die in only 2 or 3 days. And in 1920s, then things finally started looking up. But by then, a lot of people had lost their lives. It is a coincidence that exactly after 100 years, this pandemic has come up. Every 100 years or every century, a pandemic comes up. Um, I'll come to that question once I finish talking about this. So every 100 years, a pandemic comes, and a lot of lives are lost because sometimes we're not prepared. Sometimes we think ho jayega, but hota nahi hai. So some people think that we are at the brink of an extinction. So the Earth has gone through 5 mass extinctions. By mass extinction, I can only give you an example of the dinosaurs, which is the most famous extinction example. कि कुछ आया और पूरे पृथ्वी पे जितने भी जीव सृष्टि था सबका विनाश हो गया, and then again life started for thousands of years and lakhs of years, and then evolution happened, and then human beings came in, and then now we are sitting in front of the screen. But 5 mass extinctions have already happened, and we are due for the 6th one. That is what some people believe. You can simply Google it. One more theory says that the Earth has gone through pole reversals. So the North Pole goes to the south, south goes to the north. There is a lot of evidence which proves this, and we are due for that as well. So anytime soon, the North Pole will become the south, south will become the north, and it will do a Shirshasana, and the world will be topsy-turvy, and obviously there will be chaos and havoc, and a lot of people will lose their lives and their homes and their money and everything else. Now, these are all theories. No one knows for sure when is it going to happen and how. For example, no one can predict an earthquake. No one can predict a pandemic. No one can predict a global catastrophe. If it happens, it happens. There is nothing that we can do about it. But at the same time, we can at least be hopeful. We can at least be prepared, and we can at least be positive. That is the least that we can do. The main problem that I see is that there is so much of information, or should I say misinformation, that is planted in our heads due to technology. Sometimes I think that technology is not a boon, but it's a two-edged sword. ये दो धारी तलवार है. टेक्नोलॉजी से हमें जितनी इंफॉर्मेशन मिल सकती है उतनी ही मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन भी मिलती है, और कभी-कभी ये मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन की वजह से we tend to become either negative or apprehensive or scared, because we don't know what is the right information, or we don't know where to look for information. In such times, it is very important to form a connection with one's own self. So we are always in search of a stronger connection, be it a 4G or a Wi-Fi. But when will we connect with our own souls? And hence, now is the right time to go back to our spiritual habits, to try and connect to your own self. I'm not trying to advocate any religion. I'm just talking about spirituality. And not even spirituality, just spend 5 minutes with your own self, close your eyes and talk to yourself. That's all. Let your mind calm down. That is very, very, very important in the current times. How do you see this world after this situation in context of human behavior, education, development, and what are the businesses? I've already talked about business. I talked about human. I'm talking about human habits right now. So this situation, or this sudden situation, I must say, has given us some learnings. I've tried to categorize them, and I've given them numbers so that it is easy for both of us to remember. 7 learnings from this lockdown. First, physical presence is not always required. Physical distance is a myth. If you want to get your work done, you can get almost everything done virtually, except for having babies. First learning from the lockdown. Learning number 2. Physical location is not a liability. Sitting in a remote small village, as long as you have internet, or a small town, you can get work from anywhere in the world. So your physical, कि मैं मुंबई में होऊंगा तो ही मुझे काम मिलेगा, वो बात अभी के समय में सच नहीं है. ये लॉकडाउन ने साबित किया. Has taught us that we have way more time in one day than what we think. We've just been wasting a lot of time. We know now, after the lockdown, that we have way more time we can spend with our own selves or our family members, kids, parents, siblings, relatives. Fourth learning. We may love parties and clubbing and going out and movies, but there's a lot of fun and peace even if you are staying at home with your family. अरे घर पे कौन रहता है, बहुत बोरिंग लगता है यार. वो स्टेटमेंट ये लॉकडाउन ने चेंज किया. Fifth learning. Lockdown has taught us that we do not need a lot of money to survive. Survival के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Don't worry about it. I'm not saying that money is not important. Don't worry about it. Sixth learning. All your meetings, all your discussions, all your seminars can be attended in a pair of shorts and pajamas. Just kidding. It means that all your seminars, all your meetings, all your discussions can happen virtually. Everything can happen without meeting a person physically. Seventh learning, and a very important learning, this lockdown has taught us. You must have seen a lot of images of birds returning and turtles coming back and dolphins swimming, pollution going away, water becoming clear. The river Ganges, Ganga, is said to have purified its own self by 30%. That's amazing, without doing anything. हाँ, एक चीज कि हम सब घर में आ गए, तो गंगा अपने आप साफ हो रही है. सोचो. Seventh learning from the lockdown is the earth knows how to heal itself, and hence proven we have made the earth ill and we are the virus. Having said that, what are the 7 challenges that we may face in our personal lives or in our professional lives after the lockdown is over? The first is communication. Most of the communication now is happening on text or email, which does not carry the tone of your word. It may create a misunderstanding. Sometimes if you're typing a message in a hurry, it may come across as a rude message. It is always better to have a communication either face to face or over a call, so that when you hear the person's voice. Communication is going to be a challenge. Correct communication is going to be a challenge. The second challenge is to get the feel of it. I know a lot of people who can't work from home because they are psychologically, mentally still in that zone. To get the feel of it, you have to dress up, you have to go somewhere to work. This is a common syndrome. It may reduce productivity in some cases. We have to deal with it. Third challenge is the way businesses now will be done may change drastically. So we as either consumers or service providers will have to learn and unlearn a lot of things at different levels. And that change may take some time to come. For example, a lot of transactions which were earlier happening on cash or other transactions will now want it to be digital. A lot of legal forms are now becoming e-filing that may take some time for people to adapt to. Fourth challenge, something which we faced today: bad internet speed, low battery, bad logistics, technical glitches will be a huge challenge from now. Because if you're not able to connect your phone to the internet, there is no point. So we will need better systems ASAP. At workplaces, there will be lack of authority. Usually when you go into a normal office, there is a cabin, there is a boss, and there are people. It automatically establishes an authority. But now the boss is sitting in front of you on a screen. He's messaging you on WhatsApp and perhaps also sending you a smiley if you send him a joke. Hence, authority gets diminished. It will take time for bosses to adapt to this. Also, in current scenario and situation, more collaboration will be needed at all levels, in all different styles. And hence, this is something, lack of authority and increase in collaboration, which we will have to adapt. Sixth challenge is apprehension. A lot of people will be scared of big purchases, of transfers, of going to a different place. Things will take some time to get normal. And all industries will be impacted due to this. The final challenge is that we are all in this together, but we are still not seeing each other physically. And that may not go down well with everyone. So for example, this webinar, I can see 40 participants, but I can only see one person on the screen. So मैं यहाँ हूँ, फिर भी मैं यहाँ नहीं हूँ. And that is a feeling which for us or for our brains is a little difficult to digest because we've never lived it. So to change that entire mindset is going to take some time. Habits, human habits. 7 shifts in habits which I think may happen. The first is people will start to save more, especially the younger generation will want to invest, especially in things which can be easily used or easily get liquidified. By that I mean the gold. Crisis time में सोना बेच दिया, पैसा आ गया, which can come in handy. So people will start saving more and spending or reducing their other expenses. Till now, job security was not a thing for the current generation. आज यहाँ पे है, 2 साल के बाद वहाँ पे, 2 साल के बाद वहाँ पे. That may change. Job security will be now sought after. The third habit which will change is there will be more focus on staying fit and healthy. You may have heard everywhere, improve your immunity. How do you improve your immunity? By staying fit. And if you're fit and healthy, automatically कोरोना वायरस हो या और कुछ भी हो, वो आपको अफेक्ट तो करेगा और बाद में करेगा. So at least there is something to your advantage. The fourth habit that will change is in a way related to staying fit, watching what we eat. It is likely and it is predicted that more people will turn towards vegetarianism and veganism after the coronavirus scare is over. People will be more careful about what are they eating. More importantly, where are they eating from? So even if restaurants and all your telas and all everything starts functioning, people might not be that open to eating at such places very soon. The fifth habit which I see changing is staying at home and taking care of family will now be the new cool. क्या घर पे रहता है यार, मैं तो घर पे ही रहता हूँ यार. This will probably now change. Cleanliness and hygiene will become very, very important at home and outside, within their own self, everywhere. Masks will become very normal. People will start wearing gloves. So these change in habits will come immediately. Finally, I think long distance will go out of fashion, be it long distance relationships or be it long distance jobs or education. People will want to work or study near their homes so that if such a thing happens, they can immediately go back to their homes. People will want to travel to places which are closer to their houses or homes so that if something happens, they can immediately come. There are so many cases, so many people who had gone for travel or tour to other countries and they're now stuck there because the lockdown has happened. So a long distance, be it travel or relationship or job or study, may go out of fashion at least for a short while. Having said that, because I'm talking via an education institute, this is something which is worth a mention. I was earlier, later part of last year, I was moderating a session in Mumbai, and they were all students who were teenagers and achievers in their own right. So I asked them a question: do you think school is important? And after thinking for a while, all the students, all of them, about 7 or 8 of them, answered that school is not important for education. We go to school for everything else but to study. If you think of it, you can practically download any textbook you want in 5 seconds. Why would you then waste 10 months going to school learning that subject? They can learn at their own pace and at their own place. But because the system is such that homeschooling yet is not in fashion, one. Second, school also teaches you a lot of social skills which are very important. This coronavirus situation has made us come face to face with this situation, which says that education can be imparted virtually. This is not new. This has already been happening, but it's just that we have not accepted it. This situation has forced us to accept that education can be imparted virtually, which now means a couple of things. One, there is no need for huge infrastructure to be in place to have a great educational institute. One. Second, so it becomes a challenge for all educational institutes to get in students. But the advantage is that an educational institute, if it is good and reputed, and if the course holds a value, will get students from all parts of the world without the students traveling physically to them. Having said this, big universities, reputed universities like Harvard, Oxford have already started distant learning courses, which are certificate master's level course. And this may become a common norm in the coming future. That said, obviously we have a huge population. Nothing is going empty. Koi bhukhe nahi marega. But it will take some time for things to get back in shape, to get back the way they were. Some people think that things may never get back to the situation that they were earlier in. I am hopeful that we will be back to normal routine quite soon. I am now open for questions if anyone wants to type the questions, or if Ishant sir wants to ask them.
Yes, Trilok sir is here with a question. You can read. How do you see this world after this situation in context of human behavior, education, and development of our country?
Human behavior and education, I have already mentioned, Trilok sir. Development of the country is something which is very controversial, I would say, and very uncertain. We are fortunate that we are sitting in an AC room with a fan and an AC and lights and roof above our head, and not having to worry about what will we eat tonight for dinner. But there are crores, and I repeat, crores of families in our own country who are hand to mouth, who are daily wage laborers. और उन लोगों के लिए पिछले जो 30 दिन है वो बहुत बुरे हैं, क्योंकि जब काम ही नहीं है तो खाएंगे कैसे? I know there is a lot of relief work that is happening. There are a lot of people who are doing charity work. The government is trying a lot of things. पर वो कितना पहुंच रहा है? What is the level of penetration? Is 100%? Is it reaching to the right people at the right time? We don't have an answer to that yet. Also, a lot of laborers, daily wage laborers who belong to some other place and were working somewhere have either migrated, gone back to their villages. What will happen once the lockdown gets over is a huge question mark. So we don't know for sure at the level of the development of a country how long will it take for things to get back to normal. But I'm sure that the government is working very hard to put things back into shape, and especially more so for people who need it the most. You know, so. And a lot of development projects might get halted for a considerable amount of time because we first need to get this back on track. I don't know how much time it will take, but it will take some amount of time. That's what I feel. So,
Okay, the next one you have already answered. Harshit asked that will the lockdown get over someday? As no country could possibly stop the spread of coronavirus, are we safe or are we just slow? That states that there will be a situation where we can be in the normal conditions and the virus hasn't completely cured yet.
you're right. So there are two possibilities to this, right? So the first possibility is that we will find a cure, or the second possibility is that we will become immune to it. Now, we becoming immune to it is a little unlikely because it will take some time. Finding a cure is possible, but that also is taking some time. You know, the biggest problem with coronavirus is that we don't know, we don't have the correct diagnostics. So it takes time. We don't have the right kits and a lot of such issues. The second problem is that there are no symptoms. So there are so many people, so many patients who are asymptomatic. उनको कोई सिम्टम ही नहीं था, टेस्ट किया तो पता चला पॉजिटिव है. अरे पर मुझे तो बुखार ही नहीं है, तो पॉजिटिव कैसे? तो ये इश्यूज हैं. और कुछ लोग ऐसा कहते हैं कि ये भगवान ने पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल करने के लिए भेजी हुई एक चीज है. I don't know here. I mean, it's too dark to talk about that. But let's trust the medical science and hope that we get to the bottom of this and we can get rid of the apprehension, the uncertainty. As of now, we know only one thing: कि ये छूने से फैल, right? जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं स्पिट में या उसकी वजह से ये टच कुछ किया आपने, नोट किया, उसकी वजह से ये फैल रहा है. तो एटलीस्ट ये हम अगर रोकेंगे तो संक्रमण वैसे ही कम हो जाएगा. तो एटलीस्ट इतना हम करने लगेंगे तो भी इट विल बी ऑफ ग्रेट हेल्प. So wear gloves, wear a mask. That is very, very important in current times.
So another one is from Gaya sir. What about the rates of unemployment after the lockdown? We have the situation of increase of unemployment in UK and many other countries.
Very true. And it is a huge concern for our country as well. Like I just mentioned, that a lot of these daily wage workers or laborers, they are migrant laborers or migrant workers. So they've come either from a Bihar or a UP or an MP or a Rajasthan, whatever, and they're working either in Mumbai or in Gujarat or Bangalore or Hyderabad or I don't know what. And due to this lockdown, a lot of them have gone back. Due to this lockdown, a lot of them don't have work. अब अगर वो वापस चले गए हैं तो उनको वापस लाना भी उतना ही मुश्किल होने वाला है, क्योंकि अब उनको वापस आने में डर लगेगा, पहली बात. सेकंड, जितने भी लोग हैं, will they want to immediately start working? Because obviously कोई भी सोचेगा कि I would rather be alive than die working, right? So unemployment may go up. It is quite likely that it will happen. A lot of people will also lose their job in private sector. It is likely to happen. Government has repeatedly requested all the offices and businesses to not fire people. But we have to understand that if the economy is going down and if the business is not making money, how will the business sustain so many people? So definitely um, uh, there are uncertain times and difficult times that are looming, um, but there is not much that we can do about it at the moment. And that was the reason why I mentioned a couple of businesses or jobs which I think will be in demand. So anything that has to do with internet, anything that can be done on internet will still remain in demand. Hence, if there is unemployment of sorts, there still are opportunities. Any adversity comes with its own opportunities as well. And we just have to explore them well. So I'm not saying that unemployment will not, it may increase, may go beyond what we, mandi जिसको कहते हैं, वो भी हो सकता है. One of the signs of mandi is that the gold rates are above the roof. That is a very, very basic indicator that there is some uncertainty or some apprehension or some fear in investors and people, and they've started selling gold. You know, this happens only when people are left with no money. So we don't know what's happening, but we can, all we can do is we can stay hopeful. Ashish is
okay,
saying.
so another question is from, yes, Ashish sir, all these online sessions are not that much effective without self-discipline. What is your opinion?
That is exactly what I said in the habit forming thing. We are not accustomed to to respect a virtual meeting. In fact, forget respecting virtual. I've known people who don't respect you in person. So virtual to bhul hi jao matlab. So I definitely, it is a challenge. It is a change in the mindset and a habit. क्लास में बैठ के नहीं पढ़ रहा था इंसान, वो कंप्यूटर के सामने बैठ के क्या पढ़ेगा? वो यहाँ स्क्रीन होगा, वहां पे मोबाइल में कुछ करता रहेगा. हाउ विल यू चेंज इट? इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. It has to come from within. So because it is new, it will get some, it will have some hurdles, but eventually once people realize that there is no other alternative, then they will start properly tuning in or properly paying attention. Right now it is all very new. So e-learning or webinars or Google Classrooms, all of those things are very new for us, though the technology is not new. But this concept is very new because we've never tried to explore these possibilities. कुछ भी होता था तो हम बोलते थे चलो चलो सब कॉलेज में आओ, या चलो चलो सब क्लास में आओ तभी बात करें. अब पता चल रहा है कि ऐसा ना करके हम सबको बोल सकते हैं कि 8 बजे ऑनलाइन आ जाओ. अब ये हैबिट पूरी अलग है, भले चीज एक ही है, तो वो हैबिट चेंज करने में टाइम तो लगेगा, और वो इनिशियल है तो उसमें हर्डल्स भी आएंगे. So I completely agree that सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन बहुत जरूरी है, पर वो तभी आएगा जब स्टूडेंट्स हो या टीचर्स हो या कोई भी हो, तब रियलाइज करेंगे कि इसके अलावा और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. सो इट इज लाइक 85% अटेंडेंस इज अ मस्ट, मतलब इज अ मस्ट, जाना ही पड़ेगा. तो वो जब कंपल्शन वाला एंगल आएगा उस पे, व्हेन पीपल विल रियलाइज दैट देयर इज नो अदर अल्टरनेटिव लेफ्ट, इफ आई डोंट अटेंड दिस वेबिनार, इफ आई डोंट पे अटेंशन हियर, आई विल मिस आउट ऑन समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Only then will that shift happen, but till then there will be turmoil.
Okay, so we have already started the Google Classroom long ago in our university. Now we are taking the classroom on Google Hangout Meet as well as on the Zoom application. We have taken the online Viva examination well before on this application, and we will be taking online examinations also, so that students जो है वो अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर सके और they can perform well during this situation also. Now second one is from Dhwani madam. Kindly make a note on Indian scientists who are not paid well and assume to cure the situation. ये बहुत important question है कि आप उन्हीं को बोल रहे हो कि भाई आप अभी वैक्सीन बनाओ. पूरा वर्ल्ड अभी जहां पर है, अभी जिसको बहुत कम सैलरी मिलती है वही बोल रहे हैं, उन्हीं को बोला जा रहा है कि अभी आप वैक्सीन बनाओ. सो व्हाट इज योर व्यू एंड योर पॉइंट?
Not paid well as compared to who?
as compared to all other professions?
Well, if you, which other profession? So if you say that Shah Rukh Khan is paid 520 crores for a movie and I get paid 20,000 in a month, तो वो comparison ठीक नहीं है मेरे हिसाब से. Having said that, I completely agree that medical professionals, education professionals, scientists, they ought to be paid so well that they don't have to worry about anything else. That includes everyone who is into public service. मैं ये बहुत सारी बार पब्लिकली कह चुका हूं और आज फिर से कहता हूं. मैं तो पहले भी ये कहता आ रहा हूं कि प्राइमरी टीचर्स जो होते हैं ना स्कूल में, उनकी तनख्वाह सबसे ज्यादा होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उनका काम सबसे डिफिकल्ट. 4 साल के बच्चे को 5 साल के बच्चे को आज हैंडल करके आप देखो, आपको पता चलेगा कि कितना मुश्किल काम. वो एक क्लास में 20-20 ऐसे बच्चों को हैंडल करते हैं. एंड दे आर nurturing the grassroots, the roots of that individual. 5 years old, 6 year old, and primary teachers are paid the least. हायर सेकेंडरी के टीचर का काम तो रिलेटिवली काफी आसान है. एक बार बोल दिया सस्पेंड हो जाओगे तो बच्चा चुपचाप बैठ जाएगा. 6 साल के बच्चे को आप बोलोगे सस्पेंड हो जाओगे, वो बच्चा बोलेगा मैडम मुझे कर दो सस्पेंड, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है. So I understand the pay scale and the disparity of it. I also understand that there are some how should I say, there are some issues, but you know, we are not decision makers. One. Second, I don't know how to change it. If there was a way to change it, probably we could have changed it. I was just reading a joke that someone had made yesterday, saying that in these couple of lockdown days, Mark Zuckerberg ने $6 billion कमा लिए. $6 billion. Do you know, for an average individual to earn $6 billion would take about 400 years. उसने वो 40 दिन में कमा लिया. अब ये कितना बड़ा disparity है, पर वो है, and that is what perhaps commercialization is. So there is not much that we can do about it, but that's that, you know. So I completely understand and I acknowledge that scientists हैं तो हम हैं, या आर्मी है तो हम हैं. आर्मी के भी अगर आप सैलरी देखोगे, especially the foot soldiers or people who are actually fighting, will you be surprised? But that's how it is, unfortunately. Yeah.
The another one is from Manish Shinde sir. Upcoming, what challenge face in out of India companies now working in India, means basically export import effect.
चाइना को बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान होगा ऐसा मुझे लग रहा है. उसकी शुरुआत हो चुकी है, क्योंकि immediately as soon as the lockdown happened, a lot of companies including Samsung announced its manufacturing unit to be shifted out of China. China also has earned a lot of disrepute because of its substandard products. In fact, heights even in India जो चाइना की किट्स आई है वो ठीक से काम नहीं कर रही. टेस्टिंग किट्स कोरोना वायरस की, स्विट्जरलैंड या जर्मनी में भी कहीं पे उन्होंने 2 लाख या 5 लाख किट्स भेजी थी, वो भी काम नहीं कर रही. मतलब ऐसे समय में आप किट्स भेज रहे हो, वो भी काम नहीं कर रही, आपका एक वायरस खाली काम कर रहा है. मतलब देखो क्या हाल है. सो obviously China is going to face the brunt of it. Import export for a while may see a slump, because I am not sure if a lot of people will trust that easily. Since this virus is spreading via contact, there is a lot of misinformation, there is a lot of misunderstanding, and obviously there is a lot of fear. So थोड़े टाइम तक तो इसमें प्रॉब्लम होने की पूरी संभावना है.
So we have 2 questions almost similar. This lockdown may have a psychological effect on some number of teenagers. How can parents and teachers help them to cope up this?
Right. So the easiest way to stay positive is to stay happy. And the easiest way to stay happy is to do what you like doing. Okay? There is no one rule. So ईशान सर को शायद खाना बनाना पसंद हो, मुझे गाना बनाना पसंद. ठीक है, हम दोनों के शौक अलग हैं. हम दोनों जो करेंगे उसमें हमको खुशी मिले तो हम साइकोलॉजिकली भी खुश रहेंगे. Having said that, this is a hack that all of us can try now that we have more time at hand. Try and create some art. For this, you don't need to be an artist. For this, you don't need to be an MF Hussain to be a painter or an A.R. Rahman to to sing a song or to learn a guitar or whatever. Try writing a poem, try writing an essay, a short story, try and make a painting, a mandala art. कुछ बनाने की कोशिश करो. ये जो प्रोसेस है to create an art, that process in itself is cathartic. It gives an immense sense of satisfaction, and that brings a lot of happiness and a lot of hope. It diverts your mind from anything that is negative towards the positive. You know, psychologically, the biggest lesson that we can learn is from the coronavirus. Coronavirus कॉन्टेक्ट से फैलता है. हमारा मन भी ऐसा ही है. अगर हमारा मन नेगेटिव थॉट्स के कांटेक्ट में आता है तो मन नेगेटिव हो जाता है, और अगर हमारा मन पॉजिटिव थॉट्स के कांटेक्ट में आता है तो पॉजिटिव हो जाता है. सिंपल है. अब आप ये पूछोगे कि नेगेटिव थॉट्स को हम हटाएं कैसे? मत हटाइए. अगर वो आते हैं तो उन्हें एक्नॉलेज कीजिए और उन्हें कहिए कि 1-2 मिनट भाई तो शांति से बैठ बाजू में. आई हैव मोर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स टू. दिस इज द कंट्रोल ओवर योर माइंड व्हिच एवरीवन हैज. आई एम नॉट सम monk who has sold his Ferrari. I don't even have a Ferrari. It is very easy and very simple. Acknowledge all the thoughts that you have, even if they are negative, and acknowledge them and say that, okay, I don't need to think about you right now. Let me think about making a painting. And then you start making a painting. Automatically, your mind will get diverted. And psychologically, this is very, very enriching. And trust me, it is very simple, very easy. Anyone can try doing this. If you are not able to focus or not able to try, just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. I'll reply. I'll tell you how to do it. It is very simple. कुछ भी नया नहीं. Psychologically खुश रहने के लिए बहुत सिंपल है. ऐसी चीजें करिए जो जिसमें आपको मजा आता है. हाँ, फिर ऐसी चीज ना हो जिसमें आपको मजा आता है कि दूसरों को नुकसान हो. ऐसी चीजें होनी चाहिए जिसमें सिर्फ आपको मजा आता है. कोई ऐसा बोले मुझे लोगों को झापट मारने में मजा आता है तो वो ठीक नहीं है. So try and do things which you enjoy, which you find entertaining, and automatically you will remain happy. And everyone will get negative thoughts. We are not superhumans, and we read so many things. हमको भी ऐसा लगता है apprehension. People like me who are self-employed, we don't know if we'll get work or not in the month of May. तो क्या करें? अब वो बात को अगर मैं बैठ के रोऊंगा तो कुछ भी नहीं कर पाऊंगा. उससे अच्छा उसको एक्सेप्ट कर लो. ठीक है, अब मई आएगा तब देखा जाएगा.
So next one is from Sahil sir. What steps should we take to keep our sinking economy running smoothly again as a citizen of India?
सर, हम तो इतना ही कर सकते हैं कि इकोनॉमी को जैसे हम हेल्प करते हैं वैसे हेल्प कीजिए. Keep your daily spendings on. Keep the money rotating, and it will come back on its own. There is no need for drastic holdings. कि कुछ लोग खाना सब कर रहे हैं, पैसे बचा के रख दो. नॉर्मल लाइफ जीने की कोशिश करेंगे तो लाइफ जल्दी नॉर्मल हो जाएगी. अगर हम लाइफ को डिफिकल्ट बनाएंगे तो लाइफ और डिफिकल्ट बनती जाएगी. For life to get normalized or for life to get back to normalcy, we will have to start living normally. Once the lockdown is over, let's start living normally. Spend whatever money that we are spending on things, on food, on going out, maybe little lesser, but obviously. तो वो करते रहेंगे तो पैसा घूमता रहेगा, और पैसा घूमता रहेगा तो इकोनॉमी जल्दी वापस आने की आसार है. One question says that what is the role of spirituality in this? A huge role. Like I said earlier, the main problem that most of us are facing is because we have lost the connection with ourselves. ये पूछना पड़ता है ना कि मैं अपने आप को मोटिवेट कैसे करूं. उसकी साबिती ही ये है कि हमने अपने आप से एक कनेक्शन लूज कर दिया. We have lost that faith in the superpower. I have said this story earlier and I will repeat it 100 times also in the future because I think it's a fantastic story. एक कल भी मैंने ये स्टोरी कही थी और ये स्पिरिचुअलिटी की ही बात है. This is about faith. If you trust in your God, in the Creator, in the Almighty, it does not need to be religious. Then the Almighty will take care of you. That is how it is. There was a village जहां पर 3 साल से बारिश नहीं हुई. तो सब लोगों ने ये डिसाइड किया कि आज पूरा गांव इकट्ठा होगा और हम सब प्रे करेंगे कि बारिश हो. तो सब लोग जब इकट्ठा होते हैं तो एक लड़का था, वो छाता लेके आया था, छोटा सा बच्चा. सब लोग हंसने लगे उस पर. बेटा तू छाता लेके क्यों आया, कहाँ बारिश हो रही है? तो उसने कहा पे मैं छाता इसीलिए लेकर आया हूँ क्योंकि हम बारिश के लिए प्रे करने आए. हम प्रे करेंगे तो बारिश तो होगी, और बारिश होगी तो मैं खोल दूंगा. दिस इज व्हाट फेथ इज. हमारे अंदर फेथ ही नहीं है. In all religions, in all religious books, it is said that if you have a speck, a small amount of faith in God, God will cure all your worries. पर हमारे अंदर फेथ से ज्यादा डाउट्स होते हैं. आओ थोड़ू आएंगे. पर सोचो, आज से अगर 60 दिन पहले किसी ने आपको ऐसा कहा होता कि पूरी दुनिया 40 दिनों तक थम जाएगी, मुंबई जैसा शहर 40 दिनों तक कोई घर के बाहर नहीं निकलेगा, तो आप क्या कहते हो उससे? आओ ध्रुव होतो है कहीं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कभी, इट इज इम्पॉसिबल. पर ये हुआ है पॉसिबल. तो अगर ये पॉसिबल हो सकता है तो कुछ अच्छा पॉसिबल क्यों नहीं हो सकता? अगर WHO कहता है कि 18 महीने बाद वैक्सीन मिलेगी, तो क्यों ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है कि शायद 18 दिन बाद ही मिल जाए? व्हाट इज द हार्म इन स्टेइंग पॉजिटिव? And that is what it is all about. We have to have, and a lot of people confuse spiritualism with religion. Religion is very different. I am not against any religion. आपको अगर लगता है कि आपको कोई क्रियाकर्म करना है तो आप कीजिए, आपको उसमें से खुशी मिलती है, आप कीजिए. But spirituality is more about your personal connection with your creator. It does not have any agents in between. You directly talk to your creator, your God, whatever you want to name him or her. And that is what is spiritualism. But have faith. That connection. We are but a manifestation of our own thoughts. We become who we think we are. And for that, we have to think that we are happy. If we start thinking that we are happy, then we'll become happy. It's simple as that.
So any tip for us students how to stay positive after this lockdown? They are having their examination.
Right. So for students, I would just say one thing. Utilize this time to become a better individual. I understand that students immediately completing their courses may be a little scared कि job market में अब क्या होगा, नौकरी मिलेगी तो कैसे मिलेगी, कब मिलेगी, कहाँ मिलेगी. Trust me, no one knows the answer. But there is one thing. We all know that things will get better eventually. So why not utilize this time to make yourself better? तो अगर आपके पास ज्यादा टाइम है तो आप कोई और एडिशनल स्किल डेवलप कीजिए which can help you in getting employed in the future. Learn a new language, learn a new skill, read more about your subject. Trust me, job market is not about which degree you hold but how much knowledge you have. इनिशियली आपको एक डिग्री के बेसिस पे जॉब मिल जाएगी, पर अगर वो जॉब में आपको एक्सेल करना है तो उसके लिए आपको नॉलेज की जरूरत है. Mediocrity is very easy, excellence is very difficult. And to become excellent, you'll have to put in hard work. And for that, you'll have to read more, study more, watch more videos of your subject, of your topic. Netflix तो देखते ही हैं, थोड़ा ये भी देख लेते हैं. इससे आपको ही help होगा in the future.
Indrani madam is saying one mantra can work on. If your own thoughts cannot provoke you, nothing external can provoke you either.
Very true. So a lot of people, मैम बहुत सारे लोग ऐसा कहते हैं कि मैं तो अकेला अकेला बहुत बोर हो जाता हूँ. तो मैं उनको हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि अगर तुम खुद अपनी कंपनी में बोर होते हो तो बाकी के लोग तुम्हारे साथ कितने बोर होते हो. We need to enjoy our own self also, our own company, our own thoughts, and we need to introspect. This is a great time for us to reflect on what we've done, what we want to do, plan, introspect, become a better human being, become a better individual. In the earlier discussion, I mentioned that there will be a huge need for more collaboration, which in simpler terms means helping each other. तो हम एक दूसरे की मदद करने की कोशिश करते हैं. अब मदद करना मतलब ये नहीं होता कि मैं तुमको 1000 रुपए पेटीएम कर दूं या मैं तुम्हारे घर पे आके 2 किलो सब्जियां दे जाऊं. मदद करना तो ये भी हो सकता है कि मैं तुम्हारे साथ आधा घंटा फोन पे बात करके तुम्हारा मूड फ्रेश कर दूं या आई ब्रिंग अ स्माइल ऑन योर फेस. So collaboration is the need of the hour, and by collaborating or helping each other, we are only doing our own selves a favor. Because when you help someone else, you automatically start feeling better.
So what will be the learning of this lockdown? Positive ones.
Anything is possible. anything is possible. That is the biggest learning that the lockdown
This
has
too
given.
shall pass, right?
This too shall pass. Of course, human civilization has seen far more worse things than these. बहुत ज़्यादा झेल के हम यहाँ तक पहुंचे. Imagine, Africa is known as the cradle of humanity, which means कि आज से कुछ हजारों साल पहले सबसे पहला जो इंसान था, वो होमोसेपियन था, वो अफ्रीका में पाया गया था. अब कहाँ अफ्रीका, कहाँ इंडिया, कहाँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया, कहाँ न्यूजीलैंड, कहाँ यूएसए, वहां से इंसान निकल के अलग अलग पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड में पहुंचा ओवर द सेंचुरीज ऑब्वियसली. तो सोचो कि तब तो ना व्हीकल्स थे, ना प्लेन थे, चल चल के कैटल के साथ, फैमिली के साथ, कितनी हार्डशिप्स झेल झेल के लोग कहाँ कहाँ पहुंचे, कहाँ कहाँ जाके बसे हैं. एस्किमोज रहते हैं वहां पे, -50 डिग्री होता है, बर्फ के घर में रहते हैं वो लोग. सहारा डेजर्ट में 50 डिग्रीज की में रहते हैं लोग. राजस्थान में होता है इतनी गर्मी, लोग रहते हैं. ह्यूमन बीइंग्स are resilient. We are capable of enduring a lot of things. This too shall pass. कोई सवाल ही नहीं, ये वक्त भी बीत जाएगा. हाँ, थोड़ा पेशेंट रहना पड़ेगा, होपफुल रहना पड़ेगा और पॉजिटिव रहना पड़ेगा.
Okay, so
Thank you. I think we've had a great
yes,
great session, and thank you so much all the attendees. I had a great time speaking with you guys, though I have not been able to see any of you. But let's all be hopeful and positive that this time will very soon pass and we will get back to normalcy. And
so thank you very much, sir, from our side on behalf of Parul Institute of Applied Sciences and Parul University. I thank you very much for your time. It was like it was first of all, it was a technical error, so that somehow we could resolve that. And finally, we are here. So thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you, everyone. And
hope to see you soon in our university and on virtual platform too.
Thank you so much. Have a great time, everyone. Bye.
So we are signing off from here. Thank you all.